You've heard the adage of size matters. Well, apparently it now matters when it comes to poop and your produce. Yes, poop and produce. Grab your bucket because this one may make you queasy. It made me queasy. Researchers, I know you're busting out laughing, but this is very serious stuff.
Very
Okay?
serious poop.
So, researchers at the University of California, they found that small bird poopings aren't much of a food safety risk for crops, pushing back the long held fear that wildlife near farms could spread harmful pathogens such as E. coli, which you always see E. coli or listeria mentioned as like the reason for a recall. Now, this is good news for farmers and anyone that loves leafy greens. And it also kind of shows that not all bird poop means trouble for your food. Well, first off, we're going to stop here because I realize that lettuce grows outside and outside there are birds. I get it. But not once in my 43 years have I ever thought about birds flying over lettuce and pooping on them, and then me getting lettuce at the grocery store and then eating it. All that never was a train of thought in my brain until today, and that seriously disturbs me.
Cognitive dissonance is what that's referred to. Like, it's like thinking about it, yeah, it's highly logical. Birds are everywhere. They fly and do bird things when they're flying, but you're correct. I have never once said, wonder how much bird poop this lettuce has come in contact with.
Yeah.
Now I have. Less
But
than a quarter size,
yeah,
apparently.
but so E. coli like outbreaks, one of the biggest ones was back in 2006, and it actually like shook the leafy greens industry. Okay. And since then, growers have been under pressure to eliminate natural habitats near farms to keep wildlife away from the crops. So basically, they have programs in place where they go and they search out like natural habitats of birds and they actually move them so they're not right next to crops. So therefore, there's less pooping. Okay. But research published in the Journal of Applied Ecology
Mm.
suggests that not all bird poopings are created equal, something I never thought I would say. But they decided they were able to come up with that if the bird poop is the size of a quarter, don't harvest near that. But if it's a tiny white speck, it's very close to low risk and probably fine. The study found that pathogens are more likely to survive in the larger droppings of big birds like turkeys, while tiny droppings from smaller birds such as sparrows and bluebirds dry out so quickly they don't provide a good environment for the bacteria to grow. So, so much once again. So now I have questions. Are there bird poop inspectors that go out to lettuce farms and survey the pooping? Like, is
Yeah.
it a full-time position? Is this part-time? Like, I have lots of questions. How do they mark when they find poop? I'm not thinking that it's like spray paint, like maybe little
Yeah.
flags, and that they've
Are
got to
they
somehow,
brown? Are they brown?
I don't
Brown
know,
flags.
like brown flag, section 812. Like, I don't know, but I have lots of questions. Like, do they have to keep going because birds poop every day? So I feel like if you just came out and inspected on Tuesday, by Friday you could have a whole other situation. I'm guessing they probably inspect right before they harvest, but a lot of farms have sustainable farming methods where they don't do like a full on harvest all at once. They kind of harvest the top so it can keep growing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, lots of questions there. But it does say that finding this out is a big deal for farmers because they often lose crops because of overly cautious food safety rules. And knowing that small bird droppings can carry minimal risk means growers can cut down on unnecessary waste. In fact, the researchers estimated that farmers could harvest up to 10% more. That
Oh,
means
wow.
that if you have a field of lettuce, 10% of it will not get harvested simply due to poop. Okay. That right there is kind of scary. The other thing, like, I feel like we have a lot of recalls and a lot of like E. coli and listeria going on. And so one side of me says, no, don't lower the risk levels. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if it's small poop or big poop. I don't want poop on my lettuce. So that's part of me. The other part of me is like, oh, well, only a little poop, isn't going to hurt you. It's just big turkey poop that's going to hurt you. So, yeah, once again, like, and I even had a salad for dinner and I'm questioning that choice. Like, my stomach's a little gurgly just thinking about it. So, I also
Oh man.
now, like, when you buy like a pack of lettuce and it says it's already been triple washed, I may just wash it again. Just,
Yeah.
yeah. Ooh.
I mean, trust your own washings. Break out that salad spinner and spin out all the chaos. There's a fun time about a kale I bought that I didn't wash as fun as much as I thought I had.
Did you
And I made
salad
it.
spin it?
No, I did not own a spinner at
Okay.
the time. And I made myself a soup for me and my family. A whole pot of soup. And I broke apart my kale, put my kale in, and it's cooking, and up floats to the top a grub. A big
Like
fat
like a worm?
juicy grub. So guess what
Like
we didn't have for dinner?
how big is a grub? Are we talking like the size of a quarter?
It's about an inch long and probably about a half an inch thick, if I remember correctly. Threw the whole thing out. That is 100% of soup that got chucked, not 10%.
And
So
we
bad.
do we know if the grub was alive before it went in the soup?
That's
Would
what
it
I
make
was
a
concerned.
difference?
Yes, yes, because then it's
Wait a minute, wait a
blanched.
minute. So if it was a fresh grub, it would just be extra protein, maybe a little flavor. But if it was a deceased, an unalive grub when it went into the soup, that would make a difference.
Yes, because then it's decaying and you have decay in your soup instead of fresh protein that was just, although I guess chicken's dead when you cook it. So I don't know. Past me said, this soup is out of here. We're going to get dinner instead. Instantaneous decision. Don't care. Broke out the colander, dumped all the liquid, dumped everything in it so the liquids went
Did
down
you
the
get rid
drain.
of the pot? Okay, would 2025 you eat the grub?
I would still have the same questions about the freshness of the.
So now, if you have hitchhikers in your kale, it matters how fresh they are.
I need to know that they hadn't been sitting there for like a week or two, because then I'd be looking at the E.coli. So I think, I don't know. Wouldn't be a coli. It'd just be, it'd be a funk. That's for sure.
Okay, so I am already not a fan of kale, and this is really cemented that I don't want to eat kale.
It was good in soup, but you run the same risks regardless of
Well,
almost any
spinach of any kind of leafy
fresh
green.
vegetable.
So
Really?
now I have concerns. I have to worry about turkey poop, not so much the bluebird or sparrow poop, and
Okay.
now I have to worry about grubs. I'm
Yeah.
already a little terrified because I saw something about spiders in bananas and grapes, and I eat them regularly. So I'm thinking that if this keeps going, I'm just going to keep crossing stuff off of my able to eat list, and there may not be a whole bunch left.
I've had no issues. They always are like, oh, banana spiders. I've never seen a banana spider.
I
And I've
have
been
not either.
raised on bananas. That's my point. Like, okay, maybe if you ate a prolific amount of bananas, but like they're in the grocery store for a while, somebody's going to notice there's a big fat spider in there. Although I think I almost bought a bag of grapes one time with a dead fly in the bottom, but that's as close as I've gotten to like finding a but. Okay, so I've had two bug run-ins with food apparently, but I put those grapes back
I
in the last.
am zero for bug things, but now I just maybe have not inspected it hard enough.
Look at the bottom of the bag. If nothing's there, you're fine. Just get your
I
grapes.
have to go throw up. So tell
Spend
me down
everything.
below. Tell me down below. Have you ever had a bug in your produce? Have you ever even thought about poop on your lettuce? Are you as grossed out as I am? Please tell me all the things because I'm seriously grossed out.